I'm live. I'm not gonna stay on live very long because I have to do something in like 20 minutes. Um, and I didn't want to stay on live too long because I feel like we're probably going to mostly be talking about this. Well, whatever you guys want to talk about, but I know a lot of people are going to want to talk about Naya Rivera. Hi. And I don't want to I don't know. I don't want that to be like something to talk about, you know? Hi, Real Trini. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Phoenix. Sade. Hi, Jess. Jules. I'm not going to stay on too long, guys. I have to be somewhere in 20 minutes. Hi. Well, I don't have to be somewhere in 20 minutes, but I have to get off. Hi, J Malik. Hi, JG, Tarot Student. Hi, Smiley Adventures. Xavier. Hi, Mostly Mosley. Chris, Kayla. Some of you guys I haven't seen in a while. Hi. Tony. My heart goes out to her son. Yeah. So, something I want to say. There goes my neighbor. Honk, 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 honk. Something I want to say about this whole Naya thing. Something I want to say about that is that I feel like really none of us really are probably ever gonna know what happened. I hope that like they find her, but you know, I don't really think they're gonna find her personally. I don't really think this is gonna be like a soap opera situation where she like hit her head and wandered off or something like that. Hi. So either she fell off and it was some type of accident, or she killed herself, or I don't know, somebody kidnapped her or something. It's probably one of those three things. So they haven't confirmed yet. They said that the lake where she was swimming is like a huge lake and it's like full of like tree debris and like stuff at the bottom. So they said that it can take like 7 to 10 days before they can even like expect to like recover anything. I don't want to say like her body, but you know, before they can even like recover anything. So it's going to be a while before they can even confirm anything. So yeah, I mean, I feel like she probably drowned. I feel like people are being really weird about talking about this. They don't want to say like she's most likely dead. She most likely drowned. And I think she most likely killed herself. I feel like we've talked about on this channel before that suicide and like mental illness and stuff is like a very, I feel like it's a very taboo topic. It's a taboo topic in general, but it's definitely one of those things that I do feel like is a little bit more taboo. Like, it's one of those things that I feel Black people don't like talking about, which I feel like that's why a lot of people like don't want to talk about the possibility that she killed herself. But you never know what somebody's going through, you know? You really never know what somebody's going through. Right, she's been struggling with her mental health a lot for years and years and years. So it's very possible that she did do it. It is possible that it's an accident, you know, like water is also really dangerous, going swimming in lakes and stuff like that. I know that her life jacket was like found, it was like left behind or whatever. So like I do think it could have gone like either way, you know, like it could have been an accident or it could have been something that she did deliberately. And we'll really never know, you know, we'll never know. Water's really dangerous, like, and they've said that there's like tons of debris and stuff in the bottom of that lake, so it's possible that like she got stuck, she couldn't get out. But like Naya has struggled with her mental health very publicly. And I want to say, like, I keep saying, like, you never know what somebody's going through. And I see people being like, oh, you know, like, right, Ori, I just saw that. I would hope she didn't take her kid out with her to kill herself, but mental health is a bitch. Mental health is a bitch. I know somebody that has 4 kids that threw themselves out of a window because they were really suffering. And their kids were like right there. Their kids, they didn't, this person that I'm talking about, they didn't die. But they threw themselves out of their living room window with their 4 kids sitting right there. So like, we don't know. And that's somebody that I know personally. So it's just like, we don't know. You never, ever, ever, ever know what somebody's going through. You never know what somebody's going through. Even if they have kids, even if they are celebrities, even if they're rich and famous, you never know what someone is going through, period. So I see a lot of people saying like, I know for a fact, you don't know her, you don't know that girl. Like, I know for a fact that she would do this or she wouldn't do that. None of us know. None of us know. So, and I know that like everybody, not everybody's in quarantine, because like based on where you live, maybe your ass is not in quarantine, but you know, people are in quarantine and they're bored, and like, you know, this is like now something to talk about, which is why I said that I also don't want to like this is not something to just talk about. I just don't feel that way about it. Like that it's just something we could just like make up what we think happened, you know, like we can discuss the possibilities of what happened, but none of us know what happened. So part 2 of my talk is most likely going to go up on Monday. This week was really busy for me, as I did post on here some other places, as some of you guys know. I did find out this week that I won a major prize for a screenplay that I'm working on, so thank you for everybody that has congratulated me and wished me well on that. It's very cool, very exciting. So I also wanted to say that. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We've only been on for like 7 minutes. We're not going to stay on very long today because I have to be somewhere. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. But I do think we need to talk more about mental health. Seriously. Like, seriously, for real. And you guys know I've said that before. You guys know that's how I feel. Because, like, mental health is something people don't like talking about. Many of Glee's... And it's actually really interesting because, like, my screenplay is about mental health. Like, it's... Today's a weird day. Let me just say that. I hope they find out something soon. Hi everyone. Water's so dangerous. I don't know if Naya identified it as Afro-Latina. Some of you guys might know more about that than me. I know she identified as multiracial. Her and her siblings, they're like part Black American, I think like part non-Black Latinx, like Puerto Rican, and part German, white, something like that. Her brother played for the Raiders, and he looks visibly Black to me. So I don't know how she personally identified, because I saw somebody said they asked if she identifies Afro-Latina, and is possibly her Blackness also a part of why people don't want to talk about that. It's possible that she maybe killed herself. Thank you, Mo. I think the stigmatization of... Oh, I think you mean the destigmatization of mental health has greatly improved the conversation, but there's still a lot of work to do. I swear therapy and art literally saved my life. Right, Gary, for real. That news was a ray of sunshine, Seren. Can't wait to see your work. Thank you. Hi, Leah. Hi, One Eye. Mental health is so important. We need to end the stigma of seeking out help for mental health, especially amongst Black Americans. Yes, thank you. I see everybody's congratulations. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Hi. She was on Family Matters as a kid, which shocked me. Yeah, I remember, like, I didn't know who it was back then, but I remember her being like a child actress on a lot of stuff that I never realized that it was her. And she definitely used to play like Black child when she was like younger, just like Christina Milian. Yeah, according to Wikipedia, she was mixed with BA, part Puerto Rican and part German. I don't know if she self-identified as Black, so I'm not gonna like put that label on her, you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm assuming she knew how to swim. She did know how to swim. So that's what I'm saying. It's also possible that it was an accident, because people take their life vests off all the time because they feel like, you know, they know how to swim, and like, I'm a good swimmer, I'm a strong swimmer, we're just out on a lake having a good time, like, it's, you know, it's not like we're in the middle of the ocean. It's possible, but I do know she had problems, though. Like, she had a lot of problems. Hi, Sasha. Hi, Deja. I remember Naya being in so many things from my childhood. This is so sad. Thank you, Maya. She was in the B2K video, if you remember. It took a lot of mental health, positive thinking, and faith for me to survive my own problems back in the day. It could be a lot. I feel for child actors. Yes. I also want to say that for people that are struggling to the point where they feel suicidal, because I also see a lot of people saying, like, no, she wouldn't have done it because she, like, loved her son so much and she loved her family. You guys also have to understand that when you're suicidal, you just think totally different. Not saying that she was suicidal. I'm just saying, when you're suicidal, you think a totally different way. When you're suicidal, you think things like, if I kill myself, it will be better for my family. It will be better for my friends. It will be better for the people that love me because I won't be suffering anymore, or I won't be struggling, or, you know, I'm just a burden. I'm a burden. And you can even feel that way, you know, for your immediate loved ones, like your children, your spouse, you know, like, I'm a burden on people. I'm this, I'm that. It would just be better if I was just, like, gone. That's, you know, like, that's something that's hard for people to grasp when you've, like, never been in that place. So it seems like, you know, like, why would she do that? Like, she has a son, da-da-da-da-da. You never know. She might have been thinking, like, that this was better for her child. It's just something you will not understand if you've never been in that situation. It's just, you just never know. When you're suicidal, you begin to think that when it's all over, nothing even matters at all, and you won't worry about anything. It's not the same. She also could have made a decision in the moment. Who knows? I've had depression. It completely warps reality for you. You don't even think rationally at all. At all. Especially if you're in it alone. I wish I had reached out to someone during my internal battle. And I know she was having trouble with her hillbilly ass husband from motherfucking West Virginia, that they was getting into domestic spats and shit. And then they got divorced, and, you know, it's a lot. She had a lot going on. She, you know, it's very possible that she was just like, I can't handle it anymore. Hi, Bushy Brows. Apparently Lake Pyre, where they were, is known to have lots of reports of drownings and whirlpools. Yeah, and I said, I also read something there earlier that I saw that there was, like, tons of, like, trees and, like, natural debris at the bottom. So it's also totally possible that whatever happened was an accident. I feel like it's 50-50. It could really go either way. The only thing I really don't believe happened is, like, conspiracy theories about, like, her being kidnapped. Because I just don't even know what that is. I believe she also had issues with alcohol. I'm also not here for people shaming those who've had those type of thoughts or went through with it as selfish. Suicidal ideation can come and go too. It's not always an ongoing thing. Exactly. You basically feel the world is better off without you. Tackling mental health issues takes a huge toll on you. I have to go soon, guys. Told you I couldn't stay very long. And I don't want to talk about this for too long anyway. She could have gotten a leg cramp. Like I said, all type of things. She could have been like I said, oh, it's just a lake. I'm a great swimmer. You know, I don't need my life vest. I'm just going to splash around a little bit and get back on the boat. And then caught a leg cramp and couldn't get back to the boat. Or, like I said, I know that they said there's, like, tons of debris. Foot could have got caught, can't get back to the boat. All type, like, water. And that's a whole other thing, you know, like, black people, not talking about Naya specifically, but, like, you know, black people and especially black Americans having, like, fear of the water, fear of swimming, a lot of intergenerational, like, fear and trauma left over from slave ships and things of that nature, and not being able to swim. I can swim. I'm a great swimmer. I know so many friends and family members that can't swim, but they, like, go out on boats and stuff, and Naya could swim. So again, this is not about her, just a side note. And I'm just like, it's not safe. Like, it's not safe. I will tell, like, I'm scared of bridges, which I got from my mother. My mother's terrified of the water. My mother can swim, but she's terrified of water. Like, terrified. She won't get in the ocean. She won't go in lakes. Like, she's terrified. She hates to fly. My mother, when I was little, we used to, like, drive over the bridge, like, driving over bridges. My mother and my grandmother, too. We had to, like, roll down the windows. It don't matter if it's the middle of winter, freezing cold. We have to roll down the windows because my mom always used to be like, if something happens to this bridge and the car goes over the edge, we have to be able to, like, swim out of the windows. So I learned how to swim. I was, like, forced to learn how to swim because my mother is terrified of the water, felt like it was a survival skill. But there's tons of people that do not know how to swim that just be, like, out here gallivanting, like, as if the water will not, like, as if your ass won't drown. You will. Like, you have to be careful. You have to be careful. My mom forced me to learn because I instinctively hated water as a kid. It was so weird. Black American experience. If it's not a pool, jacuzzi, or hot tub, it's not happening. I'm a water rat, love swimming. Same, me and your mom have the same fear. I'm not really afraid of water, but I'm not a huge fan of boats. To this day, I have no intention of ever going on a cruise. Baby, cruises might be done. Rona might have just took all cruises out. Cruises might not be a thing anymore. I almost drowned twice as a kid because I didn't know how to swim. That's why we shouldn't go to large bodies of water alone either. Get another adult. I've almost drowned before. Current at undertow is no joke. Terrified of swimming. Drowning is one of my worst fears. If drowning is one of your worst fears, you should probably learn how to swim. Water's scary. Yes, Naya did also say that she was bipolar, that she has bipolar. The fact that we're never going to know really what happened to her is sad. Thank you, Savannah. I saw that you said congrats. For real, depression can completely alter your state of mind, have you dazed, making unconscious decisions and acting out. And I saw some of you guys asked about my screenplay because I said my screenplay is also about mental health. I can't really get into the specifics of it just yet. Well, for a while, but yeah, it is on mental health and blackness. Black Americans specifically. People can hide their mental emotional stress. I contemplated suicide freshman year in college and nobody knew. Yeah, JG. It's a massive ordeal, burden you can't escape so easily. It takes a lot to come out of that mindset. Damn, put like that, I can even imagine that a suicidal person could have these suicidal thoughts and not even view them as suicidal. No, it's like you're totally, there's a disconnect. It's cognitive dissonance between what you're thinking. It's just a total, like, it's almost like an out-of-body experience. Like, what you're thinking is just not, you have to find, that's like part of therapy. Like, you have to figure out the difference between, like, what you feel and what's real. Because you could really feel in the middle of a depression, like, I should just kill myself. It would be better for everybody if I was gone. But that's not real. Like, it's not going to be better for your friends and family if that happens. That's just how you feel because you're, like, in the grips of it in that moment. So you have to be able to figure out the difference between, you know, what you feel and what's real. Not to say that what you feel is, you know, not valid because those are your feelings. But it's like, no, like, those things would not happen, you know? It really is. It's like someone else is piloting your body. You're really not yourself. There's most definitely a disconnect. It's like you're in another world. A couple more minutes, I'm gonna go because I said I could only do about 20 minutes today. Cruises will be fine. Everything will come back. You think so? Everything will come back. You think so, Teddy? Albeit a bit different. They have assets to leverage for investors, help them come back. They're fine. I know people have also been trying to get, you know, cruises out of the paint for other reasons as well. Keep making since last year. No boats or cruises for me. I still think about that entire black family that died during the duck boat accident. I love swimming. My mom is okay with it, but my grandmother's terrified even in pools. Yeah, even now my grandmother and mom still want to go on cruises. I'm like, why? I mean, cruises are fun. Like, my family goes on one every year. And I have family members that cannot swim though. Like, it's really kind of a mind fuck. I was scheduled to do a cruise for graduation, but Rona ruined that. The way that Rona spread on them ships, I will never step foot on another cruise. It is kind of scary to think about. Yeah. Yeah. Suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. Yeah, I've heard that as well. You don't think so, Savannah? You don't think Cruz is going to come back? The problems never feel temporary, though, right? I don't think so at all. Nothing normal is coming back. That duck boat thing was in my state, Missouri. Cruises are trash for the environment as well. Yeah. Thank you, Love More. Honestly, need to learn how to swim. Don't do big bodies of water. Suicidal thoughts can come out of nowhere. Sometimes be hard to control for some. Yeah. Just don't like the idea of not being on land that long. Cruises are fun and I cannot swim at all. Listen, I wouldn't have stepped foot on a cruise if I didn't feel really comfortable and confident in my swimming abilities. But let me also say that my mother, when she found out I was going on a cruise, she like sent me all these like stories of like cruises capsizing and like people getting drunk, falling off the side, and I was just like, thanks, Mom. And she was like, I'm just letting you know, water's dangerous. So on that note, I'm gonna go. Thank you guys so much for everybody that congratulated me. We are gonna be doing our live stream on Sunday. Hopefully with Naya, she could find some peace with whatever's going on. Thank you again for everybody that congratulated me one more time, and I'll see you guys on Sunday. Bye. Yes, be safe. Bye.